rock with me. Welcome back to my channel, Nash and the Flash. And I realized upon creating this channel for the purpose of spreading my likes and passions and gaining friends alongside it, I never addressed the one thing I always do, which is reading fan fiction.
Boy, if you don't...
I know. But still, because content is content, reading is reading. But I realized that I never expressed that hobby of mine. So today, we're gonna go through all 7 of my favorite fanfic tropes. We're not gonna waste any more time, it's already 47 seconds long. So let's get into the video. Cue. I feel like we should talk about how fantastic fanfic writers are. Literally the backbone of the community. So are fan artists, because where would fandom culture be without them, honestly? The content they provide is what I live off of. It's how I continue to thrive. They do the writing and drawing while also living their daily lives and going through their struggles, using it as escape or relaxation or for fun. And they don't get enough appreciation or credit that they deserve. And it's like they're literally providing so much content, and they do, and it's always so good. Like, where would we be without them? Dead, bored, just they constantly get like every time it's given non-stop.
These bitches don't support me. These bitches are waiting for my motherfucking downfall, bitch. But I will never motherfucking fall.
So thank you to all the creators out there providing, giving all the time, 24/7. Good work. Good work. So what are shipping tropes? Shipping tropes are recurring patterns in storytelling. They are common plot devices often used in fan fiction and media and all that good stuff. So at number 7, we have arranged marriage. Okay. So something about this trope places it at lucky number 7. 7 is not a bad number, okay? BCS have 7 members, and 7 is also my favorite number alongside 8, so take it what you will. But being tied by a marriage that you were unaware of, or even unaware of, and then like hating each other, but then gradually falling in love, or even them having no feelings of animosity towards each other at all, and then just being distant with each other, and then slowly getting to know each other and falling in slowly but surely. Nevertheless, there's something about that trope that I absolutely love. I also love that there's always this tension, whether it's sexual or just like emotional. It's always there, it never fails. That's mostly due to the author's writing. Because if you can write, then that trope is definitely for you. Definitely get that trope up once upon a time. Number 6. What is that? Number 6, pink. I don't know if this is an official trope, but I love the dynamic of where one is just a bundle of sunshine and radiates positivity, while, I don't know, embodying the color pink. You don't always have to wear the color pink, but just embodying the color pink, or even yellow, because both of them represent vibrant happiness. Kind of reminds me of Toru Honda from Fruit Basket and Kyo Soma. And then the other, like, obviously bad boy punk kid who's always angry, chihuahua, and hisses at you whenever you make eye contact with them. It's basically that trope. But Toru and Kyo are also an example of that. And if there is someone else who does, out of all my ships, I'm trying to go through it. So Toru and Kyo. Oh my gosh. Bakudeku? Kind of. Okay. Kind of. 5. Slow burn with angst. It's something about a story that is written so well. Characterization on point, just giving absolutely everything, having you anticipate every moment between the characters and the plot, to have you in a chokehold outside the main relationship, and it's fire. like it was well lit from the beginning. And as we go through the story, the flame is still lit up. It's still leaving you with heart-wrenching feelings. You're still feeling like, oh wow, this was a real physical book. I can sit here and read it for hours. If it makes you feel like that, and it burns brightly with the angst revving up a few notches, literally the best fic ever. The best fanfic trope ever. The perfect fanfic trope doesn't exist. Well, you're wrong, because it's sitting right here. Sitting right here. Anyways, there's that. Number 4 is fantasy age. So back in the golden age of my childhood, I loved vampire and werewolf love dynamic. I always thought that was interesting, and still do. I'm intrigued by the aspect of fantasy, magical world, and having some sort of mythical beings being in a relationship, whether their species hate each other or not, but like them being in a relationship together in a world where anything and anyone is possible. I feel like that trope is. You're not hearing this? Because I'm sure there's a ghost. But yeah, so I feel like that trope is something special. So back in the days, it's like when people used to write vampire and werewolf fics. Thank you for creating the person I am today. Where would I be without you? Exactly. Number 3, time travel kid fics. Okay, let me explain. This is a no judgment zone, a safe space for all of us. You, of course, are all my friends. So, once upon a time, back in the day, I used to sip Stoney. But before we get anywhere, Stoney is Steve Rogers and Tony Stark from MCU. Well, and also Marvel. But I used to ship them. Why? I don't know what I watched. I think it was the cartoon or animated series. I forgot what it was called. It was Avengers something. It was Avengers something. And then I was like, oh, they very much have husband-like tendencies. So it's time to open up AO3. It's time to open up AO3 because at one point when I was 14, I diverged from Wattpad to AO3. And the funny thing is, on Wattpad, I wasn't reading like your name type fics. I was reading like ships that I used to ship like artists back in the day. Like I was a big Nelena fan. If you don't know who Nelena is, that is Nick Jonas and Selena Gomez. They were it for me. That especially Disney Channel games. Yeah. And the Niley and Nelena feud, yeah. I was a part of that. I wasn't saying hate, but like I was on my side repping. So power to the people. Power to the people. But anyways, yeah, so I read a Stoney fic and their daughter from the future came to them in the present and I loved it. I adored the concept of time travel and person A and person B who aren't in love yet and don't even know that they like each other or that even emotion to be confronted upon. They're like, oh, we have a daughter, so we fall in love in the future. Or in some alternate universe, we're together. And I wonder if now I have those feelings for you buried deep inside me or that I didn't acknowledge until now. So like something powerful with an event like this altering a relationship is just magical. It's just magical to me. Just it's something about that. I love it so much. I adore it, but no one addressed anything besides that. Like, that's great. So at number 2 we have ABO. Okay. This one, you're allowed to throw tomatoes. You're allowed to boo me off the stage. My fascination with ABO didn't go unnoticed by the other 7 people in my head. I love the world I do. It's just something gripping about sense and mating and just having a secondary gender that holds weight, like the topic of gender in society now. It gives a new perspective in fiction, and I love it so much. The best part of ABO is the scent that one carries. I don't know why. I like that aspect of it. I can just imagine a thick It'd be all fake, obviously. And one person walks in and they get a whiff of the room and they're like, it smells like jasmine and roses. And they're trying to pinpoint that person because before they haven't noticed anyone's scent. Everyone else just smelled normal to them. But now, that one person's scent shook their whole world. Like it's called writing. It's called good writing. What a good trope though. I know everyone hates it, but it's a good trope. And I like it for that reason. Also because werewolves, like we already discussed the fantasy. Like, there's that, so. You know. It used to be good back in the day though. It used to be really good. Now it's what it is. Now it is what it is. But still.
That's my bitch. Cause that's my bitch. That's my bitch.
So at number one. Okay. Yes, I know what you're thinking. So early 2000s. Well, to be honest, it's not my fault. Honestly, I'm not sure what constructed my love for high school AUs, honestly. It might have been that all of the TV shows that I watched were centered around high school. So it just created that mindset that, honestly, I need to see all my favorite characters in high school. Going through every stereotypical fanfic trope to man. So cheerleader jock, cheerleader nerd, bad boy, all of that. I love those dynamics, still do. Like, high school in real life is not the same. High school in real life is so boring. I don't know why people be like, high school is so bad. Everyone's high school experience is different, so I guess mine's just boring in comparison. I thought high school was just middle school, old days. It still is. It really hasn't changed. I haven't been in physical high school since half of junior year, so I didn't really get to experience high school in full, so I still can't share the same sentiments as everyone else. Sorry to say. But I love the way they are written in fanfiction, especially like in good high school AUs. Like I'm reading one right now. It's so good. It's ongoing. I usually don't read ongoing fics, but I saw this one and I was like, this looks like it's good, and there was nothing else to read, so I was like, I have to. If I'm just bored and there's a fic sitting right in front of me, even though it's ongoing, I have to pick it up. I'm gonna be mad that once I get to the last chapter, and it's not updated, I'm gonna be mad at myself for putting myself through this pain. But God, I'm doing it won't get done. Also, the fan art that comes into play with it, yeah, it's great. So these are like all the ships that created my high school fascination. Like, look at this. This is their fault. Don't bring it to me. Bring it to them. Not me. Them. Honestly, I think fan fiction is such a good outlet just for you to explore your own characterization and perception of the media that you're being presented with. It's just so fascinating to see how honestly amazing people write. Like, I'm still baffled of that. The fan fictions that I've read over the years have just consistently progressed into such good writing that I feel like you should publish a book right now. I'll buy like 1,000 copies just to put you on the map. Because if you're writing like this for free, imagine getting paid for it. Bestseller, honestly. But there are a lot of good fanfic tropes. I like most of them. I still probably won't read an ongoing fic unless I realize that the fic is so good that I have to continue. Anyway, I gotta continue this. I gotta finish it till the last moment. I will keep updates on it. But then I'll forget about it soon. And then as soon as it's completed, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Why haven't I read it? I have. I just don't remember. Sometimes I'll remember like certain words or sentences. I'm like, have I read this? But then outside of that, I'm like, no, I probably haven't. But yeah, I'm trying to think of like any other fanfic tropes that stick out right now. But I think those main 7 are the ones that I usually gravitate towards. I guess high school and college AUs kind of fall along the same lines. So I'll add that to our number 1. It's high school, college AUs. They're the same thing. But it's mostly high school. Because they're transitioning to college. Oh my god! I'm like, what college should we go to? Given very much Troy and Gabriella, like, it's 1,152 miles away from you. That's not the exact number. I remember him saying 1,000 or something. But nevertheless, that's that. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching me talk about fanfiction. And